Do you have any question? They raised the hand first, so slowly. Yes.
Pranam Maharaj. This is a question from the morning session. Is that okay if I ask?
Yeah, sure.
So you spoke of the 6 qualities that influences a person.
Yes.
And the last one you said was your faith or your karma.
Yes.
So if I'm speaking as a mother, if you see your children suffering and if you see them going through difficult moments as a parent, and you have tried your best to give them the best upbringing, best culture, but they're still suffering because of their prarabdha karma, how as a parent you can give them guidance that obviously we believe in Holy Mother and she will take away our suffering if we do japa, but how as parents we can guide our children so they can cope with the effects of their karma phala?
Yeah, that is, as we always say to the other devotees, and you have heard that the Swamis are telling you people, so that's why you have to tell them, see, all the suffering that is coming from 3 different places. One from the nature, another from the beings, and third one from yourself, the body. So we say Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And if you pray to God, then it will be some little, the effect will be much, much less. So have faith and pray to God. You need not to believe it. Just you are hearing from me as a mother, I am telling you, just pray to God. That will help. So when you have given them best education, best school and all those things, he or she has grown up, then afterwards they are not listening to you and something happening in their life. So it happens after 18 years, all their past karmas that manifest. And up to 16, 18 years, they are all with you, whatever you say. Suddenly it changes. They become their own. Why Because the prarabdha karma, that bag is open. So they also cannot control. And it goes in this way. So try to ask them, pray to God, even if you don't believe, nothing wrong in praying like that. That will also have the effect. Thank you. Next person there below. Is there anyone there? No. Okay. You say.
Thank you.
No, not you. Next. You are so close. They will be.
One thing you said, like to control speech, right? It's obviously a good important virtue to have. If I take myself, I feel like because there's an inherent nature in me. Like if I take an example, being like Kshatriya type, I see that something is wrong. And I know that, okay, a lot of people are calm and quiet, they're not saying anything. And I see that, okay, I should not also say it. But inside there's a struggle going on that I must say this is wrong. So how would you suggest that in that kind of situation, shall I keep myself quiet and calm, not say it? Because a lot of people are not saying, they're okay with that. But I believe it's wrong, and in my inside it's still struggling to really say and stop that. So what should be my way of...
Yeah, now you have to observe the situation. Suppose you know that when you say that will have the effect, of course you should say. But when you think that, no, the situation is completely different, even if I say the truth, they are not going to listen to me. Rather, their anger will come on me, which will be difficult for me to handle. Don't say anything. Because you are not strong enough to do that. But inside, you go on praying to God, God, they are making the mistake. Please give them the positive idea, positive side. That way only you can help. But when you are sure that you can give them some idea and they can help themselves, of course you should go forward to help them. Thank you. And now, yes.
Maharaj, the lady also spoke like the same thing that I was thinking in my mind about the kids. Sometimes when the kids, you try to imbibe inside them praying to God, is it okay to forcefully kind of imbibe inside them to make the japa or chant any God's name? Does that help them in future as they're growing up to, control their prarabdha?
Of course. Because not forcefully, But with some technique they have to develop, that they should think that this is a play, it is a game. So you should write in this way. So one of our Swami, he developed it in this. If you write 100 times, Jai Sri Ramakrishna, Jai Sri Ramakrishna, then you will get 2 candy. Then write 200, then 4 candy. Then like that. Then they will go on writing, because something they will do. Or if you are drawing the picture of Ma Durga or these or that, and can explain what Durga is doing. So by that way you can give them some game, and slowly Jai Durga Ma, is writing or she is writing. That way it will go inside. That is the way you have to develop the culture. But one thing you must also know, once you take the name of God, is going to help you. It never. Once you have uttered the name of God, that will help you. Yes.
He was waiting for his
No.
Maharaj, in this journey towards Godhood, as you were explaining, what role does grace play? Ishwar Kripa or Atma Kripa? What role can grace accelerate?
In the journey towards God, Atma Kripa is the first one. If you don't have the self-effort, then there is no other thing. And when you are having the self-effort, that means that God is always with you. Otherwise, the thought will never come to your mind. If the God is never want you to take His name, you will never ever think in that way also. So the Atma Kripa means that divine wish is there, divine. And in this particular journey towards God, the purity, this goes in this way. Krishna and Arjuna, they were, again, the mythology, the stories. Krishna and Arjuna, they were wandering here and there. They said, we are hungry, let us go and have some food. And there was a little heart, small heart. They went. In India, as Swami Vivekananda said, people never died out of food, out of hunger. Anytime you are hungry, go to anyone, I am your Atithi. And immediately they will come and wash your feet and give you food. So that was the tradition. Atithi Devo Bhava. Then afterwards, some people I am not naming because I am sitting over there. So obviously, then all things changed. And naturally, these things are. So we have to feel in that way that I have to remember God. Then this thought has come, that means God wants me to do that. So this is the main thing, God wants. Sometimes some people, we say, oh, he is not donating money. He's so rich man, not donating money. But actually, ulta, there's something God never wants to do. Particularly Sri Ramakrishna, very choosy. If you are not good, he will never accept your money. If bring it, then he won't take. Some way he will refuse. But when he wants, he will go and request. Can you give me this? Can you give me? So that is the way. So we have to think, God has given me this opportunity, means God wants me to do it. He is ready. Just on the other side of the door. I have to just open and I can see the God. Like that. Yeah. Yes. Now. Yes.
Thank you so much. Just a question from morning. In the Brahma Dinani, you mentioned that consciousness reflected in the intellect is the ego or I. Is that intellect, which is going to be the medium of reflection, is that a product of the consciousness itself as well? Or if not, where does that intellect come in or come from, such that one can realize Brahman?
So his question, when the reflection is coming on our buddhi, and that is called intellect, and otherwise, when that reflection is not there, we are dead. So that is the main problem. It comes. So where from it comes? Truly comes from the original source. It truly comes from original source. But we misutilize it. So now that many times when the children, they play in the villages, if they get broken the piece of the mirror, they will be playing with that, putting that sunlight to this side, that side. Suddenly, if someone is coming by bicycle, they will put that light on their eyes and they will be dazzled and they may fall, and that is a joy for them. It's a pain for the person who has fallen, but these children are happy that we could do this. But how they did it, and the person will come and break that piece. But that is not the piece that is doing, it is the sunlight. You can utilize the sunlight for warming the water. Many villagers, in the winter time, they'll be keeping the bucket full of water in the sun and then make it warm and then they bathe. That means you can utilize in any way. So if you utilize for the better, the good way, good. The bad way, it is bad. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna again gave an example. Who can remember that example? God can be...
In the pot, you have the sunlight falling on all the pots. If you break one pot, there is sunlight in the other pots. But if you break all the pots, but still the sunlight is one and the same.
But that is one way of explaining that God is one and it is reflecting on many. But the grace of God can be utilized in both ways. How we give that example?
The sunlight that goes in the dirty water and in the clean.
Oh no. This is, if you are having a lamp, or the light of the lamp, one is reading Bhagavata, another is forging the note. So it's the same light. So God's power, it is within our intellect. And with that intellect, one is trying to help others. And with that intellect, one planning to kill others. Same intellect. And it's coming from the same God. But one is using for good and another using for bad. So this is the thing. Any more? Yes, ma'am.
Purnam Maharaj, I have got actually one question. I'm just following with the lady there, talking about, you said to give candies type, if you 200 times, more candies 200 times. But how do we do it in older children?
Yeah. The teenagers, the teenagers, they
don't want candies. Protein bar or something.
See, as a parent, you can.
Like my children or grandchildren who are growing up to have the faith. So if the faith is lost, they are very good children doing good things. Then how to guide them? This is one question from you.
So what actually, sometimes just as the group, the family group they go to visit, we must bring them to the ashrama and then you need not to give them any advices and they will come and see the photo and see the environment. And if there is one or two books, you can just present them. Since you have come, you can keep it, read one or two pages, that will help them. Even the grown-up person, that will help. Then sometimes they will, what I do, when I see the grown-up boys, hey, can you please come and read few pages from Swami Vivekananda? And they don't bother about it, but they're very good English, they know. So they read from 3 pages and people are clapping, appreciating, then it happens. But that way, slowly, the mind will come. But one thing keep in mind, if you are truly devotee, your whole family will become devotee. That is true. Because that same, your thinking, your thoughts, your prayer, and your wishes, let these children and the grandchildren, they come to this good ideology, that will penetrate into their mind. A time will come, they will surely come. So in Delhi, I went to a government office. I was crossing, I don't know you people, and the officers, they sit in the rooms, and there's a corridor, we go to different officers. Then the door was open, and one gentleman was sitting, I was just crossing, seeing the Gelua, he raised and stood up and then called me. And he's an assistant secretary level, secretary and assistant secretary, very, very high position, IAS officer. I went and said, he called me, yes, Swami, are you from Ramakrishna Mission? Yes. Will you mind if I give you some donation? We are here for donation only. And we're so happy. Then he took from his drawer, he took out 5,000. In those days, 5,000 was a good money. So he took out the 5,000 and he gave it to me. Oh, now I am relieved. And what happened? My father told, I never believed in religion and all that, but my father told that if you start earning from your every month's salary, at least 100 rupee or 10 rupee, you should keep aside. And then when you see the Ramakrishna Mission Swami, give to them. Then, and father told to go to the ashram and give, but I don't have faith, so I don't know time also, and I don't know Delhi where is Ramakrishna Mission. But my father passed away, and he asked me to do that, and I could not fulfill that. For so many years is going on, accumulating. Wherever I go, I carry this bag. As any Gerua clad I ask, today is the only time I found a Ramakrishna Mission Swami. Because his father stayed so long. And this boy, he was educated and then got the job and became assistant secretary in the level of the central government. See, that is the words of the parents. Apparently, the son, the children, they are not listening, but they are listening. And they respect the father and the mother very much. His father said, you need not to give anything to me. I am a teacher, sufficient is for me. But if you grow up and if you find any Ramakrishna Mission Swami, give them this 10 rupee from your salary every month. These also happen. You know, that with this, all these experiences, I think if the parents, they want, they can change the mind of their children. That's all. Next.
Just একটা কোয়েশ্চেন আছে মহারাজ, সেটা হচ্ছে যে পার্ট 2, যে আফটারনুন সেশন যেটা বললেন দেবতা হই আমরা, তারপরে এই যে কোয়ালিটিগুলো আছে, টু অ্যাচিভ দোজ কোয়ালিটিজ ইটস ইজ নট ইজি। আমাদের মতন সাধারণ মানুষের ভিতরে আর প্রত্যেকের ইন্ডিভিজুয়াল পার্সোনালিটি আছে, এভরিবডি ইজ ডিফারেন্ট। সো হোয়াট ইজ সেড, সাপোজ আই এম ট্রাইং টু অ্যাচিভ দ্যাট, রাইট? করলাম, and then there are so many different types of people in this world, and somebody comes and talks to me really which I don't want to hear, like an insult or something bad. How do I react so that I don't react, or I just keep quiet, or I just go away, or I
see
avoid that person?
the first quality is you should be free from ego. Any problem with others, you should be happy. First thing. Second, you are completely free from jealousy. Any problem with others, they should be happy. And third, that you are prompt and perfect in your work. What other people will come and disturb you? You are prompt and perfect. And then it comes that no momo iti. That is your personal thing. You are apparently showing that this is my grandchild, this is my son. But inside you know this all belongs to God. I don't know when I'm going to die, so it is okay. As long as I'm surviving, these are all mine. Then that way, dilaso ridya, that means respect for the guru. Where is the problem with others? These qualities, if you have noted down, or anyone has noted down, no conflict with others. You are growing within. You're growing within. Thank you. Become God. No, goddess.
One question.
Yeah.
Very quickly. How to do karma without karma phala?
How to do karma without karma? Karma phala will be there. But just give it to God. Give it to God. That's all.
At the end of puja. Sakala karma.
That's all. Arpana vastu. But if you are just offering that, you are completely free. So I think it is okay. I'm so happy that I could come. And then I am very grateful to Sarvasthananda, my brother, that he organized everything. And Dr. Rajiv, I know him. He is the spearheading. So obviously all these things, and naturally, I'm very, very happy. See, in church, Swami is not here, but it doesn't matter. He organized the whole thing. I came, I talked to you. You also came. And what you learn? Spirituality. So this is the way you should go, we should go. And wherever we go, it is not London Center or Chicago Center or this or that. These are all Sri Ramakrishna's places. These are all Sri Ramakrishna's places. And we have to become God. You know that I really feel the more I am growing older, the more I am thinking that all other philosophy and discussions, and for the young age it is okay. Now when the time is short, why bother up to that? First we have to approach for the man, Yesho Manusha. And then after acquiring those qualities, next step, God. Deva Devata hoite hoibe. So next time when I come, I like to see light coming out of you. We become Devata.
I know.
So let us say Thakur Ma Swamiji joy 3 times and Shanti 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 3 times. Okay. When I say and you repeat after me. Jai, you should say only joy. Jai Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna Dev ki. Jai. Jai Mahamai ki. Jai. Jai Swamiji Maharaj Ji ki. Jai. Om Shanti. I told you to repeat after me. I told you to repeat after me and then with the meaning. Why 3 times we do Shanti? First is from the nature. Second, today's nature was so good. And second is from the being. All being will be happy with us. And third, with ourselves. The physically and mentally, we should be strong every day. So repeat after me with the meaning. Om Shanti.